Well, I'm ready for Halloween. Are you? I'm ready for Halloween.
I'm ready.
Hello. So in today's video, I shall be talking about things that we can look forward to in the Halloween update for this year. Okay, this video is just basically past knowledge of what we already seen in the previous Halloweens and just kind of get you ready for it. I don't know exactly when the update is coming out. I don't think it's this week. I don't think it's this week because usually when the updates are close by, there will be teasers and such. Whenever those come out, I will make videos on those to let you guys know when the update is nearby. But for now, I don't think it's gonna be this week, judging by there's no teasers quite yet. Anyways, I think it might be next week because September is already almost over. And yeah, this is the last week of September, guys. Oh my gosh, next week is October and my birthday. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, Halloween things we can expect for 2023. First things we can talk about that will happen within the town. We already know these things, but just kind of get you kind of prepared for it. There's going to be a graveyard over here, and it usually looks like this. I'm on the Bloxburg wiki page, the fandom wiki page, but yeah, that's what the Halloween graveyard will look like. It's gonna be like this again for this year. Over here, right on this street next to the sidewalk, there is right here, it's the Plenty of Pumpkins, I believe, stand. It's still called that. Usually just like a lady here behind her stand. There's pumpkins. You can buy pumpkins, I believe, like caramel apple, or there was a pumpkin hot chocolate here as well, one of the new items last year. This is pretty much what the stand looks like. So yeah, very nice, very festive. I like the lights on it, and of course the the apples and whatnot. Oh, there's a pumpkin barrel. Was that a pumpkin barrel? That's something we can look forward to. Of course, the old blocky burgers in the background. Those are the two main things over here in the town. Of course, all these other buildings will be decorated accordingly Halloween, and I'm really excited because we have a few new revamped buildings, pretty much changed. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they decorate these buildings, like Bloxburg. There's probably going to be inflatables, probably like some cobwebs, Halloween typical stuff, and of course the gym. I can only picture things being on like the windows, and maybe since there's some space out here in the front and the doors are forever open, there's probably gonna be like some Halloween decorations like right outside these doors as well. Who knows? Maybe there'll be like a giant spider on top of the sign. Yeah, those are those things. I don't even know if the observatory... Okay, so another revamped building is the observatory. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like most people would just kind of... Personally, I haven't visited the observatory ever since they updated it. Oh my gosh, wait, since it's a new season, right? Because like, you know how like in the observatory, you can kind of like examine, you can look through the telescope to find the constellations and stuff. And you know how some constellations don't appear until a certain time of the year. So does that mean we have like new constellations to look at? I need to take a look at that. That's a thing to look forward to. Observatory. I don't know if they're going to decorate this building for Halloween. I feel like maybe they'll just leave it alone. Honestly, it looks like it could just fall, like it could just slip down whenever. Now that I notice it, just on this cliff side here, that's dangerous. But yeah, just be prepared to see all the buildings decorated. And also, there will be, some of these trees will be swapped out for the autumn trees. Like I believe these orange ones specifically. I don't know. I think the way they decide which trees is pretty random, but yeah, most of these trees will be replaced by the fall trees, so you'll see like leaf particles coming from them, and I believe some leaf piles underneath. I don't exactly remember, but I do remember the autumn trees being out here. So yeah, there's that. Also, another point of interest is, of course, the fall festival. I call it the fall festival. It's basically just a big old pumpkin orchard farm that you can go to with your friends or your family and do a corn maze activity. There's going to be lots of food to choose from. There's a little band stage here. Tom and the Beat Builders Club will be here. Once again, returning here. There's a lot of activities, and I really want a haunted house. Like I do want a haunted house somewhere to explore. They should put it like like over there or something. I don't know, somewhere abandoned, somewhere secluded from the rest of the neighborhood. Just kind of make it creepy. But ooh, look at my build. Yeah, here's what it looks like. The Plenty of Pumpkins and Orchard. I believe this came out around 2 to 3 years ago. It's always exciting. Last year they actually added like another thing to it, so I'm wondering if they'll add any more things to it this year. But definitely a fun little place to look forward to. Definitely a place to, have fun. There's a lot of things taking place here. Look at all the products. There's like caramel apples, pumpkin cookies, all of these things I will not say, but you can read them here. And some service like pumpkin seasonal food and corn maze challenge. Yeah, it was originally built as a regular plot by Froggy Hops, one of the game says, before becoming an actual location. That's what I noticed, okay? The building is actually pretty much like inspired by Froggy Hops because Froggy did a pumpkin farm himself, And I noticed right away when they first released it, I was like, this layout looks oddly familiar. So it was definitely something that Froggy had definitely, you know, participated in adding and whatnot. So that is really cool. That's just a little fun fact. It was a Froggy Hops original. I think they definitely changed some things with it. Of course, the Froggy Hops build. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Hold on. Oh, not me watching his video. And his intro is so loud. This is a very bad, it's a very questionable quality. Froggy Hops built a pumpkin farm, and you can tell it was heavily, very cool fun fact. Another fun little thing, the game thumbnail will of course change. You know how like with each update, depending like if it's a seasonal update or like a major change, Halloween tends to be one of the times where it does change. So there's like 2 different versions. They of course had, I believe this is the first one we ever had, and the second one was a little bit more darker, very creepy. Tom became a vampire, and he wears an orange jacket this time. Like, this is definitely one of the ways you will know the Halloween update is out, is by the thumbnail. Really cool. I like how they do that. Even it's a little thing, but it does make like quite a difference. Okay, I do want to point out one of the new things that was added, Sabrina Snacks. I didn't even remember what the stand was called, but yeah, Sabrina Snacks popcorn cotton candy, one of the new things we saw last year, and we can definitely look forward to seeing her again this year. Very cool. I like the witch. I like witch themes and stuff, like wizard. Does not talk to the player, but she offers a variety of limited Halloween food that the player can consume or store in their fridge. Okay, so I believe those are all of the things that we can look forward to within the town itself. I think I went through everything that. Wait, also, doesn't the Ferris wheel change colors too? I think so. But at the same time, I'm not entirely sure once again, but I think the Ferris wheel does change colors for the season. It might be more like orangey and black and whatnot. It might be like orange and black. I have no idea. We'll see when the time comes. But yeah, that's another thing. All right, and of course, in terms of build mode and food and whatnot, you guys already know the drill with this. There's a lot of Halloween decorations, like these little buckets, pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns, and we can definitely carve these out ourselves. Like the original pumpkin, like the plain pumpkin itself, is something we can. So fun fact with this pumpkin, you can only carve faces on it when the update is out. So if lots of pumpkin themed items, lots of spooky stuff. You got the inflatables too. Another thing, a fun fact is this candy bucket is never coming back. It's the rarest. I feel like it's one of the rare items in build mode because they never bring this back, and maybe they won't ever, who knows. But it's basically been replaced by these other candy buckets that are interactive, and you know, you can put candy in them, which is really cool. But this candy bucket is very rare. Just wanted to point that out. I'm sure most of you already know that. And I'm really excited to see what new Halloween items they give us for this year. Like, that's just something that I'm always excited for. We may know a lot of things already about these updates, but there's always some new stuff that they add with each year. So, and now food, you know, pumpkin spice hot chocolates, caramel apples, the spooky uncandy flavors. We got the strawberry and the orange lantern ones, which are really cool. So I can't wait to have these as well. Again, make a bunch more of these. I don't think I really need to make more of these. Oh yeah, since it's fall now, all right, let's check to see if there's new constellations. I don't even remember which ones were there before. It's been so long since I've been in that observatory, but I need to see. And I'm sure most of you are curious as well. I mean, it's probably, I don't know how many of you care about it, but yeah, let's look at it. And I'm actually using this vehicle for once. But no, I'm actually curious. This is a really cool feature though. Like, we may not think about it all the time, but okay, so if you go up the stairs here, you have all of the posters of each constellation when they arrive. So visible during fall, Aquarius. So we could probably see the Aquarius one now. Year-round ones. Okay, so these are the ones we already seen. Okay, let's just look for the fall ones. Aquarius, Pisces, Pisces, Capricorn. So let's look for those. Let's look around. Scorpios there. I'm only looking for the fall ones. If it says year round, I'm not looking for it. I don't know. I just thought this is a fun thing. Like, when we first saw this, it was interesting. Okay, we can't say it's not that interesting. Do they have to update it for it to show up? I don't know. Am I not looking in the right direction? Where am I looking? Can you guys look for me? Like, I'm right here already. I should just continue looking for it myself. Maybe they have to update the game themselves to get that. Cassiopeia, I know that one already. You know what? Maybe it's gonna happen for the fall update. So yeah, look for that I'm not even gonna spend all that time looking for it. But if you guys find it, let me know. But I'm sure maybe that's just something they have to include in the fall update. But yeah, that is pretty much everything we can expect for the Bloxburg Halloween update. I don't think it's gonna happen this week because there's like no teasers. So I'm gonna wait until next week to see if there's gonna be teasers to react to, and then we'll know. Like, That is one of the things they said themselves. They will always release teasers before the next update. What other Halloween things do you want to see for this year's update? I'm sure many of you don't celebrate Halloween. All items do you want them to add? Because I'm sure they'll include both fall and Halloween themed things. But on that note, that would be it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed it, you found it interesting, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's free. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. It's valid. I'm like, it's almost October now, and I'm sure many of us are patiently waiting for that fall/Halloween update. I went to the store today, so many Halloween things.